Look, I'm aware since 2008 of the fact that he was on trial and spent about a year in an open prison in Florida. But I see the American elite, the political, business, academic, cultural and philanthropic elite treating him like a man who committed a crime, was punished, paid his debt to society, and is returning to operate within that society itself. Only in 2019, when a reinvestigation of the whole story begins, does the breadth and depth of the man's heinous crimes become apparent, and I cut off relations with him, and everyone cuts off relations with him. I am responsible for all my actions and decisions, and there is definitely room to ask if there wasn't room for more in-depth judgment on my part and a more thorough examination of what the details really are, what exactly happened there. There could definitely be an error in my judgment in this matter. I'm responsible for every action. I also regret ever having known him. But regretting is not enough, so I definitely apologize to my friends and fans and to ordinary citizens who feel deeply uncomfortable. In this apartment, it is an apartment in an old residential building with 120 apartments, at least a dozen of which are Epstein's apartments, and he gives them to people he wants to let live in them from time to time. I am an ordinary citizen. I do not hold a position. If you take from someone and live in an apartment of someone, you are in a problem because you are a journalist and you cannot do that. A citizen can live in an apartment that a person he has social or business connections with gives him. I have never, in all the 15 years that I have known him, have not seen any inappropriate event, any improper behavior. Clearly, I also did not participate, of course. It is likely that in the coming weeks there will be all kinds of things that originate from the same thing, from that I had a business and social relationship with him for 15 years. On the one hand, the important thing is that it contains no offense, no criminal act, nothing improper whatsoever. This thing up until now was not discovered, and I promise you that nothing will be discovered, because there is nothing.
$25 करोड़ गरीब गरीबी को परास्त करके बाहर निकले।
For the good of our nation, let's work together and let's truly make America great again.
The fastest news breaks.
Requested PM saying that look, you will have to speak to Putin and to Zelensky.
The biggest news makers.
The relationship with India is probably the most important bilateral relationship the U.S. will have for the rest of this century.
The capital delivered quite an election result today.
Expert analysis.
The million-dollar question today is how to stop this dance of death.
Ground reports.
I'm standing at the crossroad of the Kumbh Mela. Behind me are more than 100 entry guards.
Long-form interviews.
Exclusionary politics is reflected in Manipur case as well. You don't bother because this is a small state.
Deep dive into burning issues.
It's often said DRC could be the richest country in the whole world. It's because of what sits underneath.
Why exactly did the US topple the Sheikh Hasina government?
HD videos. We don't just break news, we break it down.